Well, it's nearly Christmas and I have 3 children who are really keen on battle reenactment and the other one who's quite keen on arts and crafts. So I thought this leather riveting kit might be quite useful. It's for leather, cloth, all sorts of things really. Comes in a nice little box with a variety of rivets, and you get a couple of tools for peeling the rivets over. There's a small hole on that one and a big hole on that one, depending on which size rivet you're using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try putting a rivet in this just to make sure it works. I didn't have any leather handy, but I found this piece of plastic damp-proof membrane, which is a bit like leather. Now the product page shows you can strike this with a hammer to drive it through, and for thicker pieces of leather that might be necessary, but for just this piece of plastic I can just grip it like that, and that'd be the same for thinner pieces of leather. And this little thing here pulls down so that you can let out the little bit that you've just knocked. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to try and just peen a rivet over in one of these holes, but I'm going to do that down on the floor because I don't really want to be hitting hammers on this table in case I damage it and that'll get me into trouble. So I've got a piece of scrap wood on the floor. I'll set everything up, put the camera over there, and then we'll have a go at doing it. So I'm just going to use one of the small rivets. So I need this with the small hole upwards, and I'm going to put the long bit of rivet in there. I'm going to take a couple of these holes, pretend I'm riveting it together for real. So we push both of those through push the rivet through both of those. Then the top bit of the rivet goes on top. These are all 2-part rivets, so you've got a bottom part and a top part. So you put the top part on top like that, push it down until it clicks in place. Then you get this tool here, which is rounded on the end, to peen the thing over with. And now that's nicely riveted together, as you can see. That was fairly easy to do. And obviously you can use you could use this on a slightly thicker piece of leather, and there are some bigger rivets there which are a bit longer, which are suitable for thicker leather, but I just wanted something that's nice and short for this pretend piece of leather there. Seems to work quite nice and easily, so I shall be very happy with giving that to one of my children.